Hello, American government. Welcome to day 5. We only have 7 days of class left. If you're working ahead, that still means you have less work to do. Okay, for today, you're going to analyze a passage from the Declaration of Independence and identify life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Your language objective is that you're going to be able to practice your reading skills by annotating a passage of the Declaration of Independence and identify life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Today's agenda, you're going to complete assignment number 12, which is this Edpuzzle video, and you're going to complete assignment number 13, which is going to have you practice reading the Declaration of Independence. If you can open assignment number 13 right now, so you can complete this video and work on assignment number 13 at the same time. So I'll pause the video and you can open your assignment on Canvas. Okay, our focus for today is, or part of our focus is what was the Declaration of Independence, because we're going to be reading a part of it. Okay. It's considered one of the 3 most important documents created by the US government. The Constitution and the Bill of Rights are the other 2. It's written in 1776 to explain why they were declaring independence from Great Britain. And the Declaration of Independence was approved on July 4th, which is why we just celebrated the 4th of July, Independence Day. And it outlines or talks about the purpose of government. You remember you just read about the purpose of government and why we have governments. It also talks about the rights that people have, that the government has to protect, and the right to revolution if those rights are violated. So the Declaration of Independence says the government is responsible to make sure that these rights are respected. And if the government does not respect those rights, then the people can have a revolution. Okay, so we're going to start completing assignment number 13. Step 1, on your document, I want you to underline the vocabulary words and add a comment to translate to your native language or explain the word in the Declaration of Independence. So for example, these are the vocabulary words. This is assignment number 13. These are the vocabulary words. Step 1 is for you to find these vocabulary words. For example, self-evident is the first one. I'm going to look for it here in the Declaration of Independence, and it's already underlined for you. So I see self-evident. I'm going to highlight. I'm going to add a comment, and I'm going to translate. Self-evident means obvio in Spanish. If you want to do it in English, it's, I would say, obvious and everyone knows. Okay. And you add your comment. Okay. You're going to do it for all of these words. The next one is equal. You would do the same thing. Okay. So if you can stop and do that now. Okay. Step 2, you're going to read the Declaration of Independence. If you can read it out loud. Okay. And I am going to go on the document and I want you to read it out loud. This is section 1, section 2, section 3, and section 4. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, Governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. So you read it out loud, please. Okay. I'm going to pause, read it out loud. Okay. Step 3 is paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is important. It lets you see how, so we're going to see how you would paraphrase this difficult text to make it easier. Okay, this is a part that I just read. Okay, so if you can have your document, I want you to do this. Okay. You have Edpuzzle here. You can make it into a small screen. And then I want you to open up, move this here, assignment number 13. Okay. All right, you're going to paraphrase. So the first part, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. That part number 1 to me means that everyone is equal. So I'm going to highlight this number 1. And I am going to add a comment. I'm going to write, everyone is equal. Okay. Second part, that they are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights. This second part here, that to me means that everyone has rights. Okay. And then for the third part here, that among these are the pursuit of happiness. That number 3 means that that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So this part, that to me means that we have at least 3 rights. We get to live, we get to make choices, and we get to chase our dreams. So what I'm going to do here is highlight, insert, add comment, and I'm going to paraphrase. We have at least 3 rights. We get to live. We get to make choices. We get to chase our dreams. And you add your comment. And we just paraphrased. Okay. The last one, number 4, I want you to do on your own. Add a comment and tell me what this means. Okay. Make sure you finish. Okay. So we paraphrase. The first part is everyone is equal. Second part, everyone has rights. Third part, we have at least 3 rights. We get to live, we get to make choices, and we get to chase our dreams. Okay. We just did that. Paraphrase it in your document, in your assignment. Okay. All men are created equal means that all people are born with the same rights. Even though I am in a wheelchair, I can go into any public place easily. Okay, I have access just like everyone else. Another example, if I am a registered voter, I can vote in the election for president. It doesn't matter if I am male or female or what race I am. Everyone has the same rights. The right to life means the right to safety. You get protection from physical harm or from being killed. I have a right to live without fear of being hurt or killed, and my family has a right to be safe. My example is this one. Since I moved to the US, sometimes I feel I have a right to life because the US is considered a safe country but can fail to protect people of color. In my home country, I did not have a right to life because Guatemala is a dangerous country. The next one is the right to liberty. It means freedom to choose or to make choices. I am free to worship at the church, synagogue, or mosque that I choose. My sister has a right to choose what class or what club to participate in. Her gender doesn't affect her choice. Here, religion doesn't affect liberty or choice. My example from my life, in my home country, I had a right to liberty because there are less laws to follow. Since I moved to the US, I do not have a right to liberty because I am afraid of breaking the law. Again, this is from my experience. Everyone's experience is different. And the third right is the right to pursuit of happiness. That's the ability to make the choices that will make us happy. Conditions that will allow us to look for meaning in life. Okay? So it's the ability to choose what you like, what makes you happy, to pursue your dreams. Okay? To pursue your dreams, right? Sometimes you need an education, you need access to education, you need access to decent jobs. Okay? An example, my uncle can own his own store if he wants to. My parents can buy a home. Okay? This is my example from my life. Since I moved to the US, I feel I have a right to pursuit of happiness because I have more opportunities to find a job I like. In my home country, I did not have a right to pursuit of happiness because it is hard to get an education. And if you don't have an education, it's hard to find the job that you dream of. Okay, step 4, you're going to add your own examples for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is down here. Step 4, you're adding your own example. You need one example for life, one example for liberty, and one example for pursuit of happiness. You write it here. Choose one sentence frame, this or this, and you do the same thing for each one. Okay. The last part, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. This is the purpose of government. It's to secure these rights. And what are the 3 rights? You're going to have a quiz, make sure you know. This means to protect these rights. Okay. Make sure you finish your assignment number 13, and you'll have a quiz tomorrow, so please be ready.